Okay, so we are doing pages 160 to 161 in your R book. They are the last two pages of the excerpt of the Hunger Games. Okay, so let's get started. Let me share my screen. Okay, so once again, have your R books ready and the learning targets. I can analyze how one sentence fits into the story structure and develops the plot. I can identify important events in a text and cite evidence. I can complete example sentences using academic words and correct grammar. The do now, of course, make sure you do that. Focuses on the image on page 160. Today's goal, as we continue reading the Hunger Games today, we'll think about how Suzanne Collins moves the plot forward. We'll look at how a single sentence can change the direction of the plot. The two academic words, you have distressed, very concerned or upset, allow, to make it possible for someone to do something. Let's just remember what we've read so far on the first two pages. We're in the town square of District 12 in the annual lottery to determine the district's two tributes for the Hunger Games are about to get underway. Let's read to find out what happens. Okay, so the key idea you'll be filling in first with the reread right after it's done is what major event happens in this part of the story. So page 160. It is both a time for repentance and a time for thanks, intones the mayor. Then he reads the list of past District 12 victors. In 74 years, we have had exactly two. Only one is still alive, Hamish Abernathy, a paunchy, middle-aged man who at this moment appears hollering something unintelligible, staggers onto the stage, and falls into the third chair. The mayor looks distressed. Since all of this is being televised, right now District 12 is the laughing stock of Panem, and he knows it. He quickly tries to pull the attention back to the reaping by introducing Effie Trinket. Bright and bubbly as ever, Effie Trinket trots to the podium and gives her signature, "Happy Hunger Games, and may the odds be ever in your favor." Page 161. It's time for the drawing. Effie Trinket says, as she always does, ladies first, and crosses to the glass ball with the girls' names. She reaches in, digs her hand deep into the ball, and pulls out a slip of paper. The crowd draws in a collective breath, and then you hear a pin drop. And I'm feeling nauseous and so desperately hoping that it's not me and that it's not me. Effie Trinket crosses back to the podium, smooths the slip of paper, and reads out the name in a clear voice. And it's not me. It's Primrose Everdeen. Prim! The strangled cry comes out of my throat and my muscles begin to move again. Prim! I don't need to shove through the crowd. The other kids make way immediately, allowing me a straight path to the stage. I reach her just as she is about to mount the steps. With one sweep of my arm, I push her behind me. "I volunteer," I gasp. "I volunteer as tribute." Prim is screaming hysterically behind me. She's wrapped her skinny arms around me like a vice. "No, Katniss, no, you can't go." "Prim, let go," I say harshly, because this is upsetting me and I don't want to cry. "Let go." "Well, bravo," gushes Effie Trinket. "That's the spirit of the games. What's your name?" I swallow hard. "Katniss Everdeen," I say. Okay, so at the top of 161 is the key idea. So make sure you write down the answer. Okay, they also give you a sentence starter in this part of the story, comma, and fill that in.